Hi guys, I'm Roger Knowles and welcome to AlwaysGamesTV. This video is going to be about having a little chat about the reasons possibly behind the delay of the physical copy of Dying Light, or the retail copy, whichever you want to say. Obviously I don't know the real reasons why, but I want to have a little chat about my theories and have a little explanation of what's happened so far and why this situation seems to have occurred. As you probably most of you know, the digital version is now out, I think worldwide now. But yeah, let's have a little chat about it. It's a weird situation which seems to have occurred, and there's a lot of people throwing around a lot of accusations. Some of them could be true, I don't know. But well, basically on the January, I'm doing this pretty much off the cuff, so bear with me, okay? I usually like to have a script and fully all flushed out what I'm going to say. This is pretty much off the cuff, so you're going to have to bear with me. I do have some bullet points, though, on some of the statements released by Techland. The first one being on January the 17th. The statement was released on the Dying Light Facebook page, and it reads, there will be a short delay in the release of the physical copies of Dying Light in Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia, and Australia. The game will have a global digital release on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC of January the 27th, 2015. As the physical production has a longer lead time than the digital, there is some delay in the aforementioned territories. We will share information on the availability of the physical copies as soon as it is confirmed. So this was released on January 17th, like I said, and this was hit by quite a large backlash, as you can quite imagine. So the initial theories were being thrown out that possibly Techland were trying to encourage digital sales, and basically the situation, like I have a PlayStation 4 and PSN, it's like around about £10 more. So it's about $44.99, I think, if you go to Amazon. Here in the UK it is. If you bob to PSN, it's about, I think it's either $54.99 or $55.99 for the standard edition, which is quite, a tenner or more is quite a big jump in price. Especially for, like they said, like even in their statement, they said that the physical copy has a longer lead time to create it. So clearly, there's more money being spent to create these physical copies than it is to create the digital version, if you know what I mean, the distribution of it. So in theory, the digital version should be cheaper, you would think, but clearly not. So a lot of people were banding around that they were throwing on these ideas that they were trying to encourage digital sales over physical, which is a fair point, which could happen. But then we've got to have a little chat about, is it Techland's fault for this delay? Now, Techland are the developer for Dying Light. They create the game, and you may have seen them doing a few videos as well on YouTube with a lot of developers playing the game, but they don't actually distribute the game across the world. That comes down to the publisher, and the publisher is actually Warner. Warner is responsible for the distribution of the game, and basically it's not fair that Techland are getting the full abuse. Obviously they do have control of the Facebook page, and that's where people go to voice their opinions. And yeah, so Techland are getting the full front of this, and they actually released a statement to sort of point the finger at Warner. They went on to try and find this statement here. They said, "We would like to remind fans and the media that Techland is responsible for developing and creating Dying Light. The publishing and distribution of the game is not handled by us." So that's basically them pointing the finger at Warner and saying it wasn't us, it was them. Which is fair enough. Techland are the developer, they are true, that is not their fault. So, Warner. I tried looking all over the internet for statements from them about the situation, and I can't seem to find anything at all. If you can, please leave a comment below with the link, because I'd like to check it out and have a little read. I just can't seem to find anything myself, which is kind of weird. I'm going to have a little drink because I'm talking too much. But you would think, that they would at least release a statement on this, but they haven't, or at least like I said, what I found. Anyway, another statement released on Facebook on the January 23rd by Techland. They went and said, "Dear fans, we know that we know over the last few days there's been talk about the delay of the physical release. We want to say a few words and explain what I'm reading this terribly. I want to say a few words and explain what is that we want to do to rectify the situation. First up, the facts about the release. The Dying Light will have a worldwide digital release on PC of January the 27th, which we knew already. And same says in North and South America, the digital release and physical copies for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One will be available on the same day. So as it says here, the physical and digital version will be released on time, on the right day, on the same day in North and South America. In Europe, the Middle East, Asia, Australia, Dying Light will have a digital release on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, January the 28th, 2015. The physical copies of the game will be released in the territories on February the 27th of 2015. As a way to say sorry for the delay, those that pre-ordered the physical game, all of the physical pre-ordered versions will include 2 DLC packs. So yeah, they go on, that's it, free of charge. So, yeah. Now, I was going down the theory that, yes, they were, Warner were trying to encourage digital sales of this game, but then why would they release the physical version in North and South America? That just doesn't make sense at all. Anyway, then on the 27th of January, on 27th January, that's right, that Techland released on the Facebook page again, we have been informed that the Xbox One Dying Light will have a digital release on January the 29th in France and Belgium, the Netherlands and Luxembourg, and January the 30th in Australia, New Zealand, UK and other international markets. All digital PlayStation 4 releases are scheduled for January the 28th. So they were having a problem with the Xbox One version of the digital release as well. The whole situation, it seems absolutely mixed up. Even here with the digital release on the Xbox One, they were having problems. And I just don't understand it. And this is what's making me think that actually they're not trying to encourage digital sales. Someone has seriously messed up at the publisher, Warner. And it just seems an absolute chaotic mess. Techland did seem to have a problem with their previous publisher for Dead Island. Do you remember that really cool cinematic trailer that got released for Dead Island? Yeah, that one. Well, that apparently, going off things I've read and heard online, that Techland didn't have any involvement with that trailer. It was purely down to Deep Silver, who was the publisher. And Deep Silver made this trailer, released it, got an amazing reaction by consumers and the public, and then tried to step in pretty much on the final part of the game to try and change the whole game to fit in with this trailer because they'd seen the reaction. Now, Techland didn't like this, sort of changed a couple of things. I think you might remember in one part of the Dead Island section, you might actually come across the room that this trailer's set in with a couple of bodies and stuff. Well, Deep Silver tried to change this and tried to change the whole game to fit around this trailer. So you can see why they may have gone to a different publisher for Dying Light. Well, they've had problems again. What I'm trying to say is it's just that there is no major reason or explanation to why this has all happened. I'd like to say that it's down to this one fact, but it isn't. It just seems to me that the whole publisher has absolutely messed up well and truly. I'm really interested to see what you guys think to this and your theories behind it. If, like I said, is there any more information that I have missed, please leave it in the comments below and let me know what you think, because the whole mess situation this is ridiculous. And the stupid thing about it is I was expecting this game to be crap. Clearly, someone doesn't want us to get the games to the review companies, IGN, GameSpot, so on. They don't want us to know what this game is like. They want us to rely on pre-orders and so on and so forth. But this game is really, really good. It's solid. It works well. It flows pretty well. There's hardly any bugs. There's a couple of bugs in it, but nothing major, nothing game-breaking. And it's really good. It's an enjoyable game. I'm waiting for my friends to get all my friends are getting the physical version, not the digital version, because they're being sensible and not stupid like me and paying more money. And I cannot wait to play co-op with them. How this great game has totally messed up I have no idea. Like, how have they got this distribution so wrong? And yes, it's been, you could say that they argue that it's been in the media eye, which is probably giving it a lot more publicity, but not good publicity. And the way that 2014 went with Assassin's Creed Unity and I'm trying to think of other games that broke. A couple of other games which just didn't seem to work. Drive Club by Sony. And games being released which didn't seem to work. So the general customer market is very wary now. You know, already we're a bit like, oh, hold on a minute, this just doesn't sound good. We'll take a moment to step back. And it doesn't surprise me that I've been reading comments on Facebook and Twitter that people have cancelled their pre-orders for this game, which is sad because it's a really, really good game. So yeah, there we go. So that's me talking without notes. So I'm sorry if I waffled on. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I want to hear your comments on this. Please leave them below or leave a message on Facebook or our Twitter page. You can follow us, like us on all those sections as well. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out our website. You can follow me, tweet me as well with any questions or theories on the situation at The Geekkeeper. And yeah. And I'm going to head off, and I'm actually going to go play some Dying Light now because I've been working all day, and I'm absolutely dying to play it. And it's really, really good. So, I'll see you there. I'm sorry, I've just waffled on. I'm going to go. Bye, guys.